story begins with a young girl named Jasmine, who is living with her stepmother and stepsisters in a small village on the outskirts of the kingdom. Jasmine is a hardworking and kind-hearted person, but she is often mistreated and made to do all the household chores. She is the only one responsible for cleaning, cooking, and taking care of her stepmother and stepsisters' needs, while they spend their days lounging and enjoying the luxuries of their wealthy lifestyle. Jasmine's life is filled with endless chores and little to no time for herself. Jasmine's stepmother is a wealthy and powerful businesswoman who is always busy and never has time for her stepdaughter. She is harsh and critical of Jasmine, constantly belittling her and making her feel like she's not good enough. Her stepsisters, on the other hand, are selfish and cruel, and they always make fun of Jasmine's appearance and her background. They mock her for her tattered clothes and her rough hands, and they make her feel like an outcast in her own home. Jasmine's only solace is her friendship with her best friend, a young boy named Ahmed, who works at the local market. Ahmed is also an orphan, and he understands Jasmine's struggles. They often meet secretly and talk about their dreams and aspirations. Ahmed is the only one who truly understands and accepts Jasmine for who she is. He encourages her to never give up and to always believe in herself. Jasmine's life is filled with hardships and struggles, but she never loses hope. She's determined to one day leave her stepmother's house and make a better life for herself. She dreams of a life filled with freedom, happiness, and acceptance. Jasmine's stepmother is a wealthy and powerful businesswoman who is always busy and never has time for her stepdaughter. She is the owner of a successful textile factory in the kingdom and is always preoccupied with her work. She is cold and distant towards Jasmine, and she never shows her any affection or care. She only sees Jasmine as a servant who is there to take care of her household needs and to do her bidding. She never bothers to get to know Jasmine or to understand her struggles. Her stepsisters, on the other hand, are selfish and cruel, and they always make fun of Jasmine's appearance and her background. They come from a wealthy and privileged background, and they are used to getting whatever they want. They mock Jasmine for her tattered clothes and her rough hands, and they make her feel like an outcast in her own home. They are always making fun of her, teasing her, and making her feel bad about herself. They are the embodiment of superficial and mean-spirited people who never think about others' feelings. Jasmine's stepmother and stepsisters are the ones who make her life a living hell, and they're the reason why she doesn't have a chance to be happy. They're the ones who make her believe that she is not good enough, and they're the ones who make her feel like she's not worthy of love and acceptance. They are the ones who make her believe that she's not deserving of a better life. Jasmine's only solace is her friendship with her best friend, a young boy named Ahmed, who works at the local market. Ahmed is also an orphan, and he understands Jasmine's struggles. He lost his parents at a young age, and he had to learn how to survive on his own, by working hard and being resourceful. He knows what it's like to be alone, to be mistreated, and to be made to feel like an outcast. He knows what it's like to have to fight for every opportunity, and he knows what it's like to have to work hard to make something of oneself. Ahmed and Jasmine are the only ones who truly understand each other. They often meet secretly and talk about their dreams and aspirations. Ahmed encourages Jasmine to never give up, and he tells her that she's capable of achieving anything she wants, if she only believes in herself. He tells her that she's smart and kind and that she's going to make something of herself one day. Ahmed is the only one who truly accepts Jasmine for who she is, and he's the only one who truly cares about her. Their friendship is a source of strength and inspiration for Jasmine. Ahmed is always there to lend an ear when she needs to talk, and he's always there to offer a shoulder to cry on. He's always there to remind her that she's not alone, and he's always there to remind her that she's going to make it through. He's the only one who makes her feel like she's worthy of love and acceptance, and he's the only one who makes her believe that she's going to have a better life one day. One day, the kingdom announces a royal ball, where the prince will choose a bride. The entire kingdom is excited and the news of the ball spreads quickly. Jasmine, like many other girls, dreams of going to the ball and meeting the prince, but she knows that her stepmother would never allow it. Her stepmother and stepsisters are already planning to attend the ball, and they're only thinking about impressing the prince and securing a place in the royal family. Jasmine's stepmother forbids her from going to the ball, saying that she's not good enough to attend such an event. Jasmine is heartbroken, but she doesn't give up hope. She turns to her best friend Ahmed for help. Ahmed is determined to help Jasmine attend the ball, and he comes up with a plan. He loans her a beautiful traditional dress, which he got from a traveling merchant, and a carriage from his market stall. He assures her that she'll look stunning on the ball, and he'll help her in any way he can. With Ahmed's help, Jasmine transforms into a beautiful young woman. Ahmed also gets the help of a fairy godmother, who appears to her in the form of an old woman. The fairy godmother grants Jasmine a wish and helps her to get ready for the ball. With the fairy godmother's magic, Jasmine's tattered clothes are transformed into a beautiful traditional dress, and her rough hands are transformed into delicate and soft hands. She's now ready to attend the ball and meet the prince. Jasmine is overjoyed, and she's filled with excitement and hope. She's grateful to Ahmed and the fairy godmother for their help and support, and she's determined to make the most of this opportunity. She's determined to leave a lasting impression on the prince, and she's determined to prove her stepmother and stepsisters wrong. At the ball, Jasmine catches the prince's eye, and they dance the night away. The prince is charmed by Jasmine's beauty, intelligence, and kindness, and he's immediately drawn to her. They talk and dance, and they quickly realize that they have a lot in common. They share a passion for helping others and making a difference in the kingdom. The prince is impressed by Jasmine's ideas and her determination, and he's impressed by her courage and her spirit. However, at the stroke of midnight, Jasmine must flee, leaving behind only a glass slipper. She's afraid that her stepmother and stepsisters will find out that she attended the ball, and she's afraid that they'll be angry and punish her. She's also afraid that the prince will find out that she's not a noble woman, and she's afraid that he'll be disappointed in her. She's afraid that her dream of finding true love and acceptance will be shattered. Jasmine quickly leaves the palace and rushes back to her home. She's sad and heartbroken, but she's also determined to find a way to see the prince again. She knows that the prince will use the glass slipper to find her, and she's determined to be ready for him when he comes. She's determined to prove to him that she's the one he's been looking for, and she's determined to prove to him that she's worthy of his love and acceptance. The prince searches the kingdom to find the owner of the glass slipper. He visits every house and tries the slipper on every girl's foot, but it doesn't fit anyone. He's determined to find the girl he fell in love with, and he's determined to find the one who stole his heart. His search leads him to Jasmine's home, where her stepsisters try to claim the slipper as their own. They're both convinced that they're the ones who danced with the prince, and they're both convinced that they're the ones he's been looking for. The prince, however, sees through their deception, and he recognizes Jasmine's kindness and intelligence. He sees the way she treats others, and he sees the way she carries herself. He sees the way she talks and the way she acts, and he knows that she's the one he danced with at the ball. He knows that she's the one he's been looking for, and he chooses her as his bride. Jasmine is overjoyed, and she's filled with happiness and hope. She's grateful to the prince for choosing her, and she's grateful to Ahmed and the fairy godmother for their help and support. She's determined to make the most of this opportunity, and she's determined to make a better life for herself. She's determined to be a good wife and a good queen, and she's determined to make a difference in the kingdom. The prince and Jasmine's wedding is a grand affair, and the entire kingdom celebrates. Jasmine's stepmother and stepsisters are shocked and disappointed, but Jasmine forgives them and chooses to move on. She's now living her dream and is loved and accepted by her prince, her friends, and her kingdom. Jasmine's stepmother and stepsisters are shocked and ashamed when they realize that Jasmine is the one the prince has chosen to be his bride. They never believed that Jasmine was good enough to marry with a prince, and they never believed that she was worthy of love and acceptance. They're filled with regret and remorse, and they realize that they've been wrong about Jasmine all along. Jasmine, however, is not one to hold a grudge. She's a kind and forgiving person, and she's determined to help her stepmother and stepsisters see the importance of kindness and acceptance. She forgives them for the way they treated her, and she helps them to understand the harm that their actions have caused. She shows them that it's never too late to change and become a better person. Jasmine's stepmother and stepsisters are touched by her kindness and her generosity, and they're inspired by her example. They start to understand the importance of treating others with kindness and respect, and they start to understand the importance of accepting others for who they are. They start to understand the importance of being a good person and a good role model. Jasmine's stepmother and stepsisters change and become better people, and they start to make amends for their past actions. They start to help others, and they start to make a difference in the kingdom. They start to understand that true beauty and worth come from within and not from external appearances. They're now proud of Jasmine and her achievements, and they're happy to see her happy with her prince. Jasmine's story becomes a legend in the kingdom, and it's told to future generations as a reminder of the power of kindness, acceptance, and forgiveness. Jasmine and Ahmed's story doesn't end with Jasmine marrying the prince. After the prince and Jasmine marry, Ahmed and Jasmine continue their friendship, and it blossoms into love. They both realize that their friendship has grown into something more, and they decide to get married. Jasmine and Ahmed become known as the Cinderella and Prince Charming of the people in the kingdom. They work together to make the kingdom a more inclusive and accepting place. They use their platform as the royal couple to raise awareness about the importance of acceptance, kindness, and inclusivity. They go to schools, communities, and other public places to speak about how embracing differences can create a harmonious society. Jasmine and Ahmed also work to create policies that promote inclusion, acceptance, and kindness. They work with the government to create programs that give equal opportunities to everyone, regardless of their background, race, or religion. They also establish charities and foundations that help the less fortunate, orphans, and the marginalized. Their story inspires people from all walks of life, and it becomes a symbol of hope and a reminder that everyone deserves to be loved, accepted, and respected. It shows that true love and acceptance come in many forms and that it's not limited to societal standards of beauty and status. Their story becomes a legend in the kingdom, and it's passed down from generation to generation, reminding people to celebrate their individuality and embrace their differences. Along the way, the story introduces other diverse characters who help Jasmine in her journey. One of these characters is a disabled mentor named Sarah, who teaches Jasmine to be confident in her own skin. Sarah is a wise and experienced woman who has faced many challenges in her life due to her disability. She's faced discrimination and mistreatment, but she's never let it get the best of her. Sarah sees potential in Jasmine and recognizes her struggles. She takes Jasmine under her wing and mentors her, teaching her to be proud of who she is and to love herself. She encourages Jasmine to be confident in her own skin and to never let anyone else's opinions define her worth. She also teaches Jasmine about self-care and how to take care of her physical and mental health, which will be a big help for her journey. Another character that helps Jasmine is two girlfriends named Lena and Nina, who offer her shelter when she's running from the palace. Lena and Nina are two best friends who run a safe haven for young women who are facing difficult situations, like Jasmine. They offer Jasmine a place to stay and a listening ear when she needs someone to talk to. They provide her with a comfortable and safe environment where she can rest and regroup. Lena and Nina are also great support systems for Jasmine, as they understand her struggles and offer her a non-judgmental place to share her thoughts and feelings. They become her closest confidants and friends, and they encourage her to pursue her dreams and aspirations. They also help her to see the beauty in her differences and to embrace them. These diverse characters play a crucial role in Jasmine's journey. They provide her with the support, guidance, and encouragement she needs to overcome her struggles and achieve her goals. They're a reminder that everyone has something unique and valuable to offer, and that everyone deserves love and acceptance. The story ends with Jasmine and Ahmed ruling the kingdom with fairness and equality. They break traditional stereotypes and promote diversity in every aspect of their kingdom. They work to create policies and programs that give equal opportunities to everyone, regardless of their background, race, or religion. They also establish charities and foundations that help the less fortunate, orphans, and the marginalized. Jasmine and Ahmed become known as the Cinderella and Prince Charming of the people in the kingdom. They work together to make the kingdom a more inclusive and accepting place. They use their platform as the royal couple to raise awareness about the importance of acceptance, kindness, and inclusivity. They go to schools, communities, and other public places to speak about how embracing differences can create a harmonious society. The kingdom prospers under their rule, and the people of the kingdom live happily ever after. They see that the royal couple is working for their well-being and promoting equality, kindness, and acceptance. They see that the royal couple is breaking traditional stereotypes and promoting diversity in every aspect of the kingdom. The people of the kingdom now see that true beauty and worth come from within, and they see that everyone has the potential to be a leader and a role model. Jasmine and Ahmed's story becomes a legend in the kingdom, and it's passed down from generation to generation, reminding people to celebrate their individuality and embrace their differences. The kingdom becomes a shining example of how embracing diversity can lead to prosperity and harmony, and it's celebrated as a model kingdom in the region. The kingdom lives happily ever after, and it's a place where everyone is accepted and loved for who they are.